Hello, this is Morris, man. As always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel, and I appreciate the comments, and I appreciate the subscriptions, and I welcome the new subscribers. I got a new subscriber that sent me a question that I felt that I needed to kind of elaborate in video form. And the subscriber name is Maurice Michaels, and his question is, I got my laptop here. Your videos are awesome. Thank you, bro, and I appreciate the comment. Can you explain playing with the thumb over the top to make bar chords? I've been playing on and off for a while, and I've yet to see anyone break it down on the video. And for you subscribers or viewers that don't know what he's talking about this. Well, let me just say this. Traditionally, I play like this, with the thumb back there, but you got some people that play like this. Now, that's kind of a hot button topic as far as yay or nay. And I'm one of the nayers. I really don't subscribe to that way of playing because it's incorrect. And the reason being is this. These fingers are more important than your thumb. Your thumb is basically just holding the fretboard while these fingers do their thing. If you slice your thumb up here, it hinders your other fingers from doing their thing. So I really don't recommend that. And like I said before, that's why it's really important to get a formal education as far as a teacher that can teach you, a physical teacher. And it will head off a lot of years of playing the wrong way, because then you got to reprogram your brain to play the right way. I've been playing keyboard almost as long as I've been playing guitar. And every 3 or 4 years on my guitar, I get better. You know, I can do things now that I couldn't do last year, and hopefully the next year, if God is willing, I'll be able to do some things then that I can't do now. But my piano playing has been stagnated because I started to play piano the incorrect way. And it's hard for my brain to stop playing that way and try to play the right way, because now the right way feels very foreign to me. So I strongly recommend not playing with your thumb. Now, Al McKay of Earth, Wind, and Fire, he plays like that. And his take is, don't let anybody tell you how to play the best way you can. I kind of agree and disagree with that philosophy because, again, the reason why you want your thumb back there is for the important fingers to do their thing on the fretboard. If you slash your thumb up here, it stops these fingers from being really productive. So that's why I don't agree with that way of playing, but to each his own. You know, if you want to play that way, that's your thing. But again, I really don't recommend that because it's the improper way and you're kind of hindering other fingers. Also, what I want to touch on quickly is this. And I kind of discovered this over the last year or so because I'm a very attention to detail kind of guy. That's usually a good thing. Sometimes it's a bad thing. But I noticed I like my guitar where the action is pretty low. The strings are as lowest on the fretboard as they can go before it starts buzzing. Reason being, for me personally, the lower it is, the easier it is for me to play. I don't have to press down as much and causing cramping on my fingers. But there's some players that want their stuff up high. They want thick gauge strings. So whatever your preference is, but my preference is the lightest gauge as possible and the lowest action as possible. But what I noticed over the years, and I didn't pay that much attention to it to an extent to do something about it, was this. You got your guitar as far as action the way you want it. You love it. And you had your strings on there for about 6 months or whatever, and you feel it's time to change because they're getting dirty or whatever. So you change your strings, and guess what? Now your action feels different. And you're like, what is that about? You know, I just basically changed my strings, so I didn't go in here and start moving, you know, playing with the bridge or anything. So why is my action raised? And here is my theory on that. You got to think about it. These are steel gauge strings, and they create a lot of tension. When you tighten them up to the tuning, you know, the standard tuning, there's a lot of tension on the neck. You know, it's pulling the neck 24/7. And what happens is, you know, when the summer comes around, the wood expands, and when they get cold, it contracts. So the neck has a tendency to kind of bow with these strings pulling on it all the time. So that's why I believe that when you change the action, you actually changing the tension of the neck too, because it was used to a certain tension. Now you replace it with different strings which have a different tension. So I think this is what you should do, because I'm going to do this the next time, because I hate when I change my strings and my action is all out. And just, you know, because when my action is not right, I can't feel it. You know, when my action is right, I can play all day long. It feels good. But when it's not, I don't like the way it feels, and it interferes with my mood and my flow of playing. So what I'm going to do It's this, and I think this will work to keep it from changing on you. Get a pack of new strings, and instead of putting all 6 strings on at the same time, just put the heavy E on for 2 days. Then 2 days later, come back, change to A. Then another 2 days, change to D, and so on and so forth. I think if you do that, it really won't make a big difference in the change of the action. So that's just a guitar tip. I think that will work because, again, when I first got my Tele, had the standard Fender strings on, I loved it. Played it every day. Then I said, well, I had strings on for 3-4 months. They a little dirty, so I need to change them. I changed them. It changed the action. It slightly changed the tonality, which I wasn't happy about. But I've gotten used to it. But the way that it was when it came from the factory, it was just set up beautifully. But I think that will work. Don't change your strings all at once. Change them like every 2 days. And I believe that won't affect the raise or the change in your action. So on that note and tip, I say, as always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel, and take care. Till next time.